Tech Cocktail Conversations, candid insights from startup founders, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders from around the globe.
My name is Justyn Howard. I am the founder and CEO of Sprout Social. Sprout Social is a platform that allows business to more effectively manage their social media channels. So taking all of the communication that an organization has with their audience, with their fans and their customers, bringing it all into one place, making it much more efficient and effective to manage that. So the biggest mistake that startups are making in relationship to social media, I think is thinking that they don't have to have sort of a presence and a strategy when they're very young. Your fans in social media, especially for a startup early in their life, can be really helpful in spreading the word and becoming advocates and evangelists for your brand. But a lot of startups we see wait much later in their life before they get serious about social. And a lot of times have missed that early opportunity to kind of spread the message and develop some of those fan relationships early on. So really they just wait a little too long to get serious about social. The startup environment in Chicago and sort of the support structure and the ecosystem and everything else has changed dramatically in the last, I'll say 3 years is where the majority of the change has happened. We're seeing more access to capital, both at the angel and the seed stage, up through B and C and further. We're seeing more success stories, successful acquisitions, IPOs, things of that nature that are kind of driving the energy around the startup ecosystem. But mostly I think Chicago has become a lot more organized around startup culture. So we see a lot more events, we see a lot more opportunities for entrepreneurs to connect with each other, for an idea person to connect with a developer or the people that they need to kind of get the idea off the ground. That 3 years ago was very disorganized, very spread out. It was difficult to find people that had that even wanted to talk about the things that sort of startup entrepreneurs were dealing with. Whereas you'd spend a day in Silicon Valley and you were just absorbed in this sort of startup conversation and mentality. In the next 3 to 5 years, I think some of the things that we're going to see in Chicago, we're certainly going to see more startup activity. We're going to see more companies being formed. That's sort of set in motion and going to continually grow. I think we're going to see more focus around bigger ideas. Some of the earlier growth in the Chicago startup scene has been very business plan focused, revenue focused, doing things that are maybe disruptive to industries that are already producing revenue. They'll do it incrementally better, which has been good. A lot of people have praised the fact that Midwest and Chicago startups are focused on those things. But I think we'll start to see people making bigger bets, more consumer-focused products, for example, more disruptive things that are maybe take a lot more vision to pull off. So I think we'll see more involved and complex businesses being developed here. When we launched our product at a pitch event, it was still super early. We'd probably be kind of embarrassed, if we saw it today in the state that it was in. But I think to get the most out of events like pitch events or startup showcases, it's important to focus on the vision and talk about what problem you're solving, how you're going to solve it, and why you've got the team and kind of the vision to do it, more so than the product that you're going to have on the screen that day. Because it's going to be completely different in 3 or 4 months. It's going to be entirely different in a year. So focusing more on getting valuable feedback on the problem and how you plan to approach it versus just the actual tactical, or tactile version of the product that you're going to see on the screen.